past the edge of the eye. So instead of bringing it in, I'm going to start like here, about the same distance from the edge of the eye, only outward instead of inward. And then I'm going to really exaggerate that blending toward the crease. See that? See how weird she looks now? Here, I'm going to give you that so you can see for yourself. So if the ideal shadow starts parallel to the inner corner of our eye, to bring the eyes together, we start it further in. To bring the eyes apart, we start it further out. Brows can do the same too. Now, I'm not asking anyone to tweeze or adjust the shape of your brows for this project, but you'll notice that actresses who have really close-set eyes, you could Google Meg Ryan for this, for example. She has someone wax her brows so that they start like here. And visually what that does is it pulls her close-set eyes apart. My eyes, for example, are a little farther apart than I like. It's a little too like Britney Spearsy, like way on the side of my head. So what I do is I darken the edges of the natural brow line. Like these little hairs in here are actually pretty wispy, and I go in with a blonde pencil and I darken them so that the natural start of my brow is much closer in than it is. Yeah, I'd say my brow actually starts like here. Instead of here, and then I darken in those wispy hairs to sort of pull my eyes a little closer together. So use the brows. Brows will suggest sameness in the eye. Playing with the brow shape so that you have the same brow shape or the same brow thickness. Particularly arch. If you have really, she and I have similar thickness but a very different shape. Hers are soft and dome. Mine sort of arch and come down. We'd want to sort of play around with giving her a little more sharp arch and softening mine up. So brows too can really help suggest sameness in eyes. Let's see. Close together, farther apart. Eye shape. Guesses. What do we do to adjust eye shape? What do we use, ladies who change your eye shape every day? Eyeliner, yeah. You can play, eyeliner can really do a lot to change the perceived shape of the eye. So if you want your, she has only 2 eyes, so I won't make a mess on her. Alright, so this is your eye. Alright, let's say we want to make that eye appear rounder. Where do you put the eyeliner? Suggestions. Just take a guess.
Below the bottom lash line.
Okay, yeah, in what kind of shape? So imagine like you line your eye every day in just a narrow line. If I wanted to go rounder, I'm probably going to do this. See what that does? How that sort of emphasizes that round part in the center. Right? So if I wanted to make them more almond shaped, really emphasize that almond shape, what would I do then? Really want to sort of emphasize the width of the eye. Yeah, I'm going to start right at that corner. I'm going to keep it a thin line so I'm not overemphasizing the height of the eye. And I'm going to take it, and I'm probably going to take it out. Make it thickest at the outside. If your eyes sort of drop, my upper eyelids kind of end down. Something you can do is to, if you want to sort of lift those eyes, is to wing them up a little bit. So eyeliner can really do a lot to emphasize shape. You want to make the eye appear just bigger overall. Give me a thicker line. If you want to make the eye appear bigger and sort of pull it apart, let that line get increasingly thicker as you head out to the edge. So think about how you can use eyeliner to redefine the shape of the eye, right? much wider. So play around with that. I'm going to sort of pull one of her eyes more almond shaped. I'm coming right into that inner corner and even a little bit further in. Straight a line as I can do, not getting thicker toward the outside. Uniform thickness. Little longer at the edges, also pulls up a little bit to sort of keep them lifted, comes further in. I even came onto that little, like, if anyone can find out the name for this spot, extra credit, this little, like, nodule here, I pulled the eyeliner even onto this, lengthen, and make more almondy. You can do it with the bottom too. Since this isn't large stage, you can keep that nestled up into the lashes. But again, we're going to start further in. Keep it uniform. And come all the way to the edge. So eyeliner is a great way to redefine shape. While I'm in there, why don't I eyebrow pencil? So to match mine, I'm going to emphasize the shape of her arch a little bit too. It's already there. She has a slight one. I'm just going to go in where the hairs are light and draw in a few more hairs. Remember, with eyebrows, we want to use wispy, short, hair-like strokes. And I might also, drama can create similarity. So if we were to extend both our brows just a little past what's natural, creating a little drama, something that's a little bit unusual, can create similarity as well. All right, what else? Eyes. Any questions on eyes? Anyone have differences with their partner that they still don't know how to answer? Yeah.
Like to use mascara?
Do it, yeah. And again, you know, stuff like that, mascara, long, luxurious dark lashes creates uniformity, drama, similarity. Yeah. Noses. All right. Guesses on how to make a short nose appear longer.
Highlight longer.
Yeah. So, let's see, what are we going to... We'll play around with some of the more complicated with her. Yeah, so ordinarily we end the shadow here at the top of the bulb of the nose, the button of the nose. If you want the nose to appear longer, bring the shadow further down to the top of the nostril and bring the highlight all the way down to make it appear shorter. Yeah, keep the shadow where basic corrective is, little triangle here, a little shadow underneath the nostrils coming just up to the bulb, just to redefine the tip of the bulb, will shorten a nose. To widen a nose, right? We've done things more complicated than this already, right? We can now start breaking that rule of don't get it on the cheeks, because again, when I define my nose like this, it looks so much wider. And also, it loses its distinct three-dimensionality. So if you want to soften someone's like really strong bridge of the nose and make it look a little flatter, pull that shadow out to the cheek. But not so much that they look cartoony. Remember, keep this subtle. Keep it soft. Don't get a really hard edge on it. Bring it all the way out to the cheek. To narrow a nose, bring that shadow closer. Real strong highlight will help define like sort of a hawk's beak down the front of that nose. So to pull shadow closer together, do that. Now, if we wanted to say emphasize, because I have a real wide bulb of the nose, and she's got a little bulb of the nose, but not nearly as wide as I do, we're going to do her up to look a little sort of rounder as mine.